By Roman Catholic. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining me, Fon Quinter, on today's edition of Prime Flash on my media, Prime Television, coming to you live from Douala, Cameroon's economic capital. I begin today's edition of Prime Flash in the southwest region, where sons and daughters of Lebialem, having a one-day conference, agreed to enable the process of bringing back life in Menji, the headquarters of Lebialem division. The brainstorming exercise took place over the weekend in Boya, under the banner of Lebialem Socio-Economic Conference. Our Southwest correspondent Emmanuel C. tells us more.
1992, Lebialem is one of the 6 historical administrative units of the Southwest region. Celebrating this anniversary, the sons and daughters of Lebialem say it is time for a new beginning for the division, a time to access what they have done and what they have failed to do. Minister Paul Tassong, who is a son of the soil, said that Lebialem shall never be left behind.
We get the impression, say with dignity, therefore down. Say the other population for Cameroon to look well as some kind of people. Why? Because we'll be the only division for this country where we own divisional headquarters that goes down. Be like say, oh man, we don't die. No, we don't talk to say end. It end today.
After several hours of deliberations, elites from the 3 subdivisions of Alo, Fontem, Wabane, the traditional rulers of the 17 traditional fondoms, and those who attended the conference online, all agreed to tilt towards the path of development. But after this, what next?
I expect that after such a great meeting, peace will return to the BLM.
Of our younger generation, education of the leaders of tomorrow, and we have come to the conclusion that we are going to push education and push activities down there, which is very important, and it gladdens my heart to see that we are going to take this bold step, and together, as the slogan says, Lebialem is not left behind.
So we are thinking that in the days ahead, we'll bank on the population that is already there, and we work with community support to see how we can clean the town and make it look like the divisional headquarters.
The minister delegate at the Ministry of the Economy, Planning and Regional Development, an elite of Lebialem, and a promoter of culture, Paul Tassong Jukang, while traveling back to Yaoundé, called on all the sons and daughters of Lebialem to get to work and make President Paul Biya proud, while promising to visit Lebialem soon.
From the southwest region, let's move over to the northwest, where a consignment of fake drugs worth over 10 million francs CFA have been confiscated and destroyed by the divisional officer of Bamenda 2 subdivision, Nicolas Nkongo, alongside members of his task force. The divisional officer and team visited pharmacies operating illegally in his area of command, seized and sealed the shops. We remain in the northwest region, where the people of Fon Quinter came out in their numbers in a joint effort to replace a bridge over River Nguma after heavy rains destroyed it, cutting links between communities. With the use of wood, the bridge was successfully put up to the joy and satisfaction of the people. According to locals, though the bridge has been reinstated, its sustainability hangs on a scale given that only motorcycles and pedestrians can make use of it. Now, the people of Betieku Tintu subdivision, Manu division of the southwest region, have been cut off from the rest of the country after heavy rain swept away the bridge over River Momo. The people of this community have appealed on local authorities and administration to come to their aid as back to school draws near. Now, experts in Kribi South region of Cameroon have launched a campaign dubbed Operation Protect Seas and Oceans. This was during the celebration of the International African Day for Seas and Oceans. We focus on the need to protect and sustain flora and fauna around water bodies. Delingandi takes us to the South region with this report.
For 3 days now, the seaside city of Kribi, chief town of the Ocean Division of the South Region of Cameroon, has played host to activities marking the International African Day of the Oceans and Seas in Cameroon. Celebrating under the theme Acting together for the protection of the seas and oceans, the ceremony has been chaired by the representative of the Minister of the Environment, Nature Protection and Sustainable Development, Dr. Ken Fak Zhang, amongst others, have campaigned for the continuity in protecting the sea and ocean.
Awareness, to which I alluded earlier in my remarks, is not the result of any illusion or an ephemeral fashion effect, but indeed an instinct of generalized and necessary survival which must call into question our way of conceiving development, which must be more inclusive, more coherent, more sustainable.
During the celebration, many threats posed to the sea and oceans have been exposed, as Professor Bring, Director of the Conservation and Management of Natural Resources, after reading the message from the Secretary General of the United Nations, also took time off in challenging participants on the importance of preserving the biodiversity, flora and fauna.
Il est clair que la cyclocrise liée au changement climatique, à la perte de biodiversité et à la pollution.
While sharing the same opinion, Madame Agathe Bougela, Deputy Mayor of Kribi, says global warming, rising and falling sea levels, sand digging around the beach are amongst the elements that prevent the development of marine flora and fauna. Meanwhile, in protecting the autonomous Kribi deep sea port, a collective action is needed that challenges everyone to be an actor to the cast. At the end of the day, everyone was able to come to a consensus with the aim of taking back a passed-on message to local communities.
To Health Bokengo Wadi dwells on eye health and safety in children, a yearly campaign aimed at reducing the over 1 billion cases of blindness around the world. Her report.
Commemorated this year under the theme Year of Children's Vision, Children's Eye Health and Safety Awareness Month is a health campaign aimed at raising awareness regarding the importance of taking care of children's eyes as well as to help prevent blindness. Around the world, an estimated 47 million children have mild vision impairment, with 22 more categorized to suffer from moderate to severe vision impairment and about 2.1 million more being blind, caused by vitamin A deficiency, cataracts, glaucoma, astigmatism, uncorrected refractive error, congenital ocular anomalies, corneal scarring, cerebral vision impairment, retinopathy of prematurity, amongst others. Experts say 1 in 4 children around the world are expected to have a kind of vision impairment or problem by the age of 10, which may lead to blindness over time. Seeking to raise awareness yearly every month of August to help improve children's eye health and reduce vision disability and impairment in children as well as blindness, the World Health Organization encourages governments to introduce comprehensive services in community as needed, including eye exam, retinoscopy, autorefractors, visual acuity, tonometry, as well as encourage parents to make sure that their children eat healthy, rest their eyes, engage in any kind of form of physical exercise, not forgetting visiting the hospital regularly for eye checkup and exams so as to help reduce global prevalence and fight off blindness worldwide.
On our international page, we begin in Egypt, where at least 41 people have died and about 14 others injured following a fire outbreak in the Coptic church in Cairo during the morning service on Sunday. According to Health Minister, the people died in a stampede as they tried to get out of the church. Described as one of the worst fire tragedies in Egypt in recent years, 15 firefighting vehicles were dispatched to the scene, while ambulances ferried the injured to nearby hospitals. While the origin of the blast remains unknown, local police say in an initial investigation suggests it may have been caused by an electrical short circuit. Now, normal life is gradually returning to Sierra Leone's capital, Freetown, after last week's violent protest over high cost of basic goods and alleged human rights abuses. A sit-at-home strike that started on Monday and brought life in parts of the country to a standstill became violent on Wednesday, leaving at least 20 civilians and 5 police officers dead. Calm has now been restored, and businesses are slowly reopening, though some traders are still afraid there could be a resurgence of protest. President Julius Maada Bio, in an address to the nation, accused protesters of attempting to overthrow his government. Now, dozens of Ivorian soldiers held in Mali and accused of being mercenaries have been charged with attempting to harm state security and remanded in custody. A Malian judicial force said a Bamako prosecutor charged the soldiers on Friday with an attempt to undermine state security, but negotiations between Ivory Coast and Mali to obtain the release of the 49 soldiers is underway. The arrest of the soldiers after their arrival at Bamako airport on July 3rd sparked a diplomatic crisis between military-ruled Mali and West African neighbor Ivory Coast. We've come to the end of today's edition of Prime Flash on My Media Prime Television. My name is Fon Quinter. The news was compiled and produced by Elvis. Modika. Developments of these and more viewers at exactly 6:30 p.m. Until then, have a blessed day in the company of more programs on the African Eye. Goodbye.